I do, in Elbow Slough on the Stikine River.
Yeah, we do. It's on the Stikine River. It's located in Andrews. It's a float house that we stay on for moose hunting.
As an adult, I've gone every year since I moved home, and
when I was around 10, probably, I'd say.
32 full years, I think. I was up there before that.
Oh, I don't know, not very many. 5 or something like that, 6.
1.
I think 17, 18.
I'm just, yeah, in middle school, we used to go squirrel hunting and grouse hunting.
Around 10. It's around 10. I started 15 now, so.
I started hunting when I was like 9 or 10. Up the Stikine, there's a bunch of different, you can go on the islands too, but we focus on the Stikine mostly.
Just experience getting out and going over all around the Stikine.
It's a vacation for me. You get to put meat in the freezer, feed your kids, all of it. It's a vacation, just a chance to get out and enjoy the outdoors.
My favorite part is just mostly just going up to the cabin and hanging out with my dad and my son, and you know, the guys I moose hunting with. It's always nice to go out, and go up on the weekends and go moose hunting. But a big part of it is just hanging out in the cabin with those guys.
Probably I'll go up to about a week with my dad. Even longer sometimes. Depends.
Not very many. I'm only a weekend warrior. I got a job, so work all week, and then usually the plan is head up Friday after work and get the evening hunt in, then hunt Saturday all day, and then Sunday morning, and then kind of come home for work. But every once in a while I'll take a few days off, but not very many.
I used to do 2 weeks, and nowadays I got the vacation time, so I usually take the whole month off if I can. Starts on September 15th and ends on October 15th.
The best year, I guess, was when I got my first moose, I guess, because it was my first moose.
Probably this last year, because that's when I got my first moose.
The last few years all have been pretty good. I've been pretty fortunate to get a moose the last 6, 7 years in a row, so.
So there's antler restrictions in this game unit, and they got to fit the right antler configuration. So spike, fork, it could just be on one side, 50 inches or more. It could be 2 brow tines on both sides, or 3 brow tines on one side. It's kind of confusing.
You can get a spike, fork, 50, 2 brow tine, or 3 brow tine. Or single.
My best moose hunting story? Well, probably the most exciting that I can remember is I had Quinn, my son, with me. This is like 2 or 3 years ago, so he was probably like 8 or 9, and we went cruising down a slough in the evening just before dark, and I saw a bull coming out of the brush onto the sandbar, and I couldn't tell what it was. I wanted to get a closer look, so we jumped out of the scow, and it was all rutted up, and I started calling to it, and it was interested, and it started coming right for me, and I had a canoe paddle in my hand, and I've seen where guys kind of hold them up, and so it looks like a set of antlers, right? Well, he was like wanting to fight. He was a little guy. He wasn't a big moose. He wasn't legal, as it turned out, but he was wanting to fight, and he like started coming at us, right? Like for a fight, and we had to jump in the jet scow, right? Run to the jet scow and jump in, and he's from me to you guys away, and I fired up and and make a bunch of noise and scare him away, and it was pretty.
This last year when I got my first moose, we were just climbing up the tree, and we were looking around, and then my dad spotted the moose first, and I couldn't really see because there was 2 limbs in my way, and then I did finally spot it, and it was moving, so I had to like pick up the gun and shoot, get ready to shoot real fast, and the moose was like halfway through the there's a tree line, and then the moose was like halfway into the tree line, and that shot just hit high behind the shoulder and hit right in the spine, dropped it. So, yeah.
I've got several, but I think one was pretty funny. We were out there, we were cruising up to go get to the tree, and we come up to the sandbar right where we're going to walk out to our trees, and there was a moose standing on the bar, and we looked at it, took off running. We couldn't tell whether it was legal or not, so there's two trails. My dad went out one, I went out the other. I'm running out there, got out to the tree, and it's just climbing up. Of course, the moose came out in front of me, so I climbed up, got to the top of the ladder, and looked at it, figured out it was legal. I was really confident in my gun. I knew I could hit because it was dead on. It was only less than 100 yards out there. I shot, nothing. So I put another one in. I'm looking at it. Moose still standing there. Put another one in. Shot, nothing. Okay, I got one bullet left. I'm like, okay, what the heck? Starts walking for the brush. I put the shell in, shot again, nothing. I'm getting really ticked off. I'm like, what the heck's going on? I looked at the limb in front of me out in the tree about 6 feet out, and I'd shot the limb 3 times. I put my last bullet in just as it was heading in the woods and shot it and ended up getting it. But I shot 3 shots right into the tree first. I killed the tree pretty good.